This movie is amazing. Now, about this, it may be because of my, it may be because of nostalgia, but I really like the movie. Yeah. Of course, that's what you just seen in the intro. How do I think about it? Well, you know how the modern seasons of SpongeBob SquarePants says nothing but mean-spirited humor and well, gross out stuff too. Stuff that's really gross out. Well, in this movie there's no gross outs whatsoever. There's a bit at times, but not every time. Why do I like this movie so much? Well, they have some really funny references. Yes, they even managed to put in a horror reference. A reference from The Shining. Yeah, a reference from The Shining. That's pretty awesome, And there were other references too, like there were callbacks to the older seasons, such as Culture Shock, because Squidward is doing that same dance in the credits. Spoilers. And there are also some references to some of the, such as they had to go up, as in they had to go up to the surface. That's a reference to Pressure. Even the same set of cast went up there back in season 2, except for Plankton. And apart from that, well, there are many more references. SpongeBob and Plankton had to team up, and they sang a song about it. That's a reference to Fun. I think it's a reference to Fun. So yeah, my thoughts on the movie. It's still a pretty awesome movie. We have great callbacks, great character stuff, and a pretty awesome action scene to boot. Of course, the live action CGI moments you would see from the trailers and from the posters will only happen at in the last third, because most of the movies took place in animation form, and I guess they used some forms of animation. And one thing I just realized about the movie is that, or when I watched the trailer, is that I noticed that Patrick was a ice cream bender. You know what the nostalgia critics said in the last Airbender movie? Well, Patrick was an ice cream bender in this movie. Very clever reference. And of course, one of my favorite parts of the movie is the Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd cameo. And they also directed the rap battle between Bubbles the dolphin and the seagulls. Yeah. So So this is pretty awesome. So far, I prefer it over Home, so it's now making number 3 on my list, but it's just number 4. So there are 16 more movies left to go. I hope it will, keep its ground where next time will be something that's even more exciting. But other than that, I would give it 10 out of 10. I didn't find any cliches. The story was unpredictable, and it kept me entertaining. There's not much of the sad moments, which is good for me because I don't like sad, mushy, duffy stuff. Even though a movie that I will be watching later on, Inside Out, may have but it will work in that movie. But in this one, I'll just keep it like that. Alright then, here's a preview of what I'm watching. Here's a little clip about what I'm watching next time.
From the inside. That's the best you can do! You had ass.